Hi guys, and today we are going to be looking at this S15 by Hornby. This is the early Crest version. I got this from Kerno Rails model shop for £80. I asked around if it was a good price or not, and they said yeah, just buy one. It's a bargain price. So £80. They had 3 versions in the sale. This was one. Late Crest was another one, and Southern writing one as well, which was £10 more, which I couldn't really work out why. But yeah, this is my review of the locomotive. If I've missed any details out, I do apologise. So let's go on with it. Here is some model information on the LSWR S15. In 3.5-inch gauge, Martin Evans does a brass kit. In 00, DJH does a brass kit of the S15 as well. In 2014, Hornby released a ready-to-run version in 3 liveries. The SR Black with the sun lettering on the tender. The early Crest black as well, and the late Crest as well in black. I do believe there may be an O gauge kit out there somewhere. I have seen an S15 on Pete Waterman's layout. So as we start off in the detail bag, get quite a lot. Some of these I wish was already added, but they're not. Get some front steps. You also get a front coupling, some drain cots, some vacuum pipes, the brake rigging as well. So there's quite a lot really. As we move on to the front of the locomotive, we do have sprung buffers. We also have a hook. We also have the pocket, I think an end pocket for the coupling that's in a detail bag. We also have the irons to knock off anything on the tracks. Have I got that correct? We have 3 lamp irons at the bottom. We also have a 4th one next to one, and we have one on top of the smoke box door. Speaking of the smoke box door, we also have a small handrail above the British number, which is 30842. We also have a shed code, which is, I believe, 72A Exmouth Junction. We have 3 steps, one either side of the smoke deflectors and one just below the shed code. The smoke box dart doesn't have a dart. It has catches all the way around, which is correct. We have some rivets as well, and we have the chimney and the smoke deflectors as well, and a vacuum pipe. As we move on to the side of the locomotive, as you can see, it's a pretty plain livery, just black. The motion is pretty nice. Got to say the motion is pretty nice. We have this. In the cab we have the sunset letter in there of the Southern Railway, which is 30842, and we have something above it, which I think is the classification. We also have some gold piping down by the steps, which goes into the cab. The safety valves and whistles are plastic. The dome looks like it's plastic. The smoke deflectors do have holes in it for the crew to grab. As we move on to the other side of the locomotive, the only difference I can see, if I'm honest, is the reverser rod, which is just in the centre. Failing that, it looks exactly the same, apart from a little bit less piping down near the cab and the steps. As we look down on the locomotive, you can see the detail on top is a bit more better. You can see the piping, you can see the cab with a few rivets on there. You can see the smoke deflectors, you can see the dome and safety valves and whistles. As we move on to the cab, I can tell it's painted in this cream colour. It's highly detailed, everything's painted, the dials, the water gauges, stunning cab. You can also see the safety things to help the guards, the driver and crew not fall out. The floor is a wood effect, I believe. You can also see the rivets along the cab as well. And we have some handrails going up the side of the cab as well. As we move on to the underneath of the locomotive, you can see that gold piping a bit better as well. You also can see there's pickups on the 3 big wheels, I believe. There's nothing on the front bogie. No brake rigging has been attached, but you know, it's not all bad. You also have the brake shoes as well, which are there As we move on to the underneath of the tender, as you can see, the four wheels are articulated. You also got the hook as well, which you can see for the coupling. Very nice. You got that grill effect, which I believe is for sound. And as you can tell, the tender and loco is permanently connected, and it has wires as well. Onto what would be the front of the tender. You see that scoop in red, very nice. I think that's for the water. You see the coal sticking out, nice touch there by Hornby. We have a little handrail just down the corner here. We also have some steps, which I'll show you. Very nice detailed by Hornby as well. As we move on to the side of the tender, it has the early crest, which is nice, nicely done. We also have an articulated tender here, and the wheels do have rivets on, which is a nice touch. We also have some light handrails as well. It's pretty plain, pretty basic as well. As we move on to the back of the tender, we have 3 steps going up. We also have some more lamp irons as well. Vacuum part, sprung buffers, small tension up coupling as well. We have handrails either side to help the crew. And you can also see the cylinders just as well. As we have a bird's eye view of the tender from the top here, you can see a handle in red, picked out, I think that's for the water scoop. You also have 3 cylinders, which I think is for air. You have 2 fillers there for the water as well. The coal is removable, but it looks pretty nice anyway. I understand there's a motion under there, like a moulded motion. The tender's pretty nice. So yeah, that's it on the tracks. Next up will be some points test and see if we can do second radius. I'm unsure if we can do second radius, so here it goes. That's impressive. DC, very good, and this is straight out of the box as well. It managed that pretty well, if I'm honest. Next up is some slow speed, and we'll wind it a friend. So here it goes. It's not bad for a loco, just out the box still. So yeah guys, that's the end of the running session. Before I give you my opinion, I'll show you what was running with it. As you can see here, we have the Duke Dog by Backman. This is weathered one, and it's the early crest as well, just there. Speaking of Southern, we also have two South Eastern Chatham Railway liveried locos. One's Hatton's and one's Hornby. The Hornby one is the one at the back, which is the H class, and Hatton's is the P class there, which is quite small. Then behind them we have Alaniel Q6, Raven Q6. It's quite nice. And then next to that, if we can get a good view, we have the whole class. This is a railroad model by Hornby. Lovely runner. Bargain price as well. So yeah. Onto the loco. Like I said, it cost me £80 from Kerno, which I believe is still it's cheapest around. They might still have some. It's always nice to check other people's bargain pages. You don't know what deals you're going to get. Kerno seem to reduce quite a lot of stuff more than others, so it's always nice to check theirs. I bought 1F from there. So yeah, these are nice. Plain black livery. Yeah, that's fine. It's a freight loco. It's fine. Like I said, 7 of these are preserves though. If you do preserve railway, yeah. BR era, you can get away with it. Just be careful. Some of these do have issues in the past. I don't know if they still do. I think the motor was one, and the motion is another. But mine's all fine. Mine's perfect. I had a little hum halfway through running it in, and then it stopped. And the loco just got quieter and quieter as I ran it in. So yeah guys, please let me know what you think of the loco. And the camera angles as well. I'll try some different ones today. So guys, until next time, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from these beauties.